What we are doing is we got to clean up the driveway. So today we got to bring the Cam Am out. It's Buffalo, New York, typical snow weather. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag the Cam Am out and plow the driveway. I know it sounds kind of boring, but it actually gives you a chance to see the Moose Racing plow in its actual form and actually doing what I paid for the machine to do. Now we also have a snowblower. You know, we use that occasionally, but if I'm actually clearing out the driveway, I'll use the snowplow. So anyhow, I got to get all these vehicles cleared off here and get the wheeler started, and we'll go from there. Warm up the machine and everything. One thing I'm going to recommend, especially when you're in a cold climate like I am, if you notice right here, I got some jumper cables attached to a cord here. Well, this is actually my battery tender, and you can actually get these at Harbor Freight or any auto parts store, but I highly recommend it because when I used to have a Polaris, you know, that battery was famous for just going out because the stator would always go bad. So I highly recommend you get it. It maintains your battery throughout the cold temperatures. So anyhow, I gotta pull the clips off, and we're going to get this machine started. If you ever wondered why your machine does that sometimes choppy start, especially in the cold weather, for most Can-Ams, this is actually pretty normal. I've actually watched a lot of people ask questions about that on Can-Am forums and stuff like that, but after a while your machine will not act like that, depending on what kind of tuner that you have and what kind of exhaust that you have. So anyhow, one other thing I got with this machine that a lot of people don't know about, let me get this positioned right. I got hand warmers. It's very useful, especially when you're plowing. So anyhow, get to plow in the driveway. Since I'm going to be starting right here, right along the side of the house, the first thing I like to do when it comes to plowing is I actually like to make the plow here face out away from the house. That way when springtime comes around and the snow melts, that we don't really have any water getting into the house here. So while you are plowing, I don't care what the weather conditions are. As you can tell right now, it's actually really cold here in Buffalo, so it's a little tricky to hear what I'm saying. But one thing you want to make sure that you actually do when you're plowing is make sure your machine is actually in low gear. If your machine is not in low gear, then you will actually have issues with your belts slipping and stuff like that. Basically stuff you don't really want to deal with. Yeah, I get it, with Can-Ams it's really not that hard to actually change out a belt, but I'd rather be safe rather than sorry. So anyhow, I'm going to put the rest of this on a time lapse. Well, the bottom part, at least this part, we can do one little thing that we can only do down here when no vehicles are around. Donuts. Shove this machine away because I like to clean off all the snow off of it. So I'll just go clean the snow off of it. Get it as clean as I can, and then I'll rotate it around a few times and brush the snow out. Now the next time you may see me, we might be actually riding in the snow, which that's actually an unusual thing because in Western New York we got snowmobile trails. I don't have a snowmobile, so it'll be fun because Tall Pines is going to open up for their snort run, and I gotta get this machine ready for it. So anyhow, stay tuned.